Please find your seats.
So who wants the extra salad? That's the neat one.
Good evening. My name is Esther Schwartz, and I will be your MC for tonight. It is my pleasure to introduce to you my roommate of 11 years and father of our 4 boys. You know him as the Director of Development for the Chai Center, my husband, Rabbi Mendel Schwartz.
Attending the Chai Center's 25th annual banquet. On behalf of the Chai Center, we are most grateful to every one of you sitting here tonight supporting us, not only by mailing in your check, but by attending, sitting here with us tonight as one people and as one family, so thank you very much. We have here tonight a good shalom of people here, a good mix. We have our veteran Chai Center friends who have been with us since our inception 25 years ago. And we have our newer friends, not quite sure who we are, what we stand for, who are all these people. So by a show of hands, please raise your hand if it's your first time at a Chai Center banquet. To you I ask, of the 600,000 Jewish people living in this city, in your town, how many Jewish children attend a Jewish education service? How many attend a Jewish day school? According to the Bureau of Jewish Education, that number is 10,000 children. There are maybe 190 to 200,000 Jewish people attending a service on the Yom Kippur. This means that no matter how nice your Orthodox or conservative or Reformed temple is, no matter how chunky the marble is, no matter how grand it is, the majority of our brothers and sisters are running the other way. The Chai Center does not hold symposiums or weekend seminars to discuss what Judaism will look like in 2025 or in 2050. The Chai Center is on the ground, making things happen. We host many events catering to the Jewish people who don't fall into that category of the 200,000 or to the 10,000 children. We are catering to the largest Jewish denomination, Jews for Nothing. We have a few hundred people that attend our annual Chai Center barbecue in Malibu. Roughly a few thousand attend throughout the course of the year a Shabbat dinner known as Dinner for 60 Strangers. A few thousand attend our high holiday services at the Writers Guild Theater of America. We are catering to the pre-entry level Jews. Hopefully one day we can streamline them into the community. The Chai Center is the virtual center, opened all the time at different locations, at the various venues where we host our functions. Our mission statement has always been catering to any Jew that moves, enhancing their Jewish identity to feed his and her soul, to perform one more mitzvah, one more act for the Yiddish neshama. I'd like to thank the founders of the Chai Center, my dear parents, Shlomo and Olivia Schwartz. Yes, I have 2 bosses, but they're both good to me. I can't complain. They're very good. I also thank my wife, Esther, for her stalwart support is never ending. Thank you, Esther. Before I introduce our next speaker, I'd like to acknowledge a good friend of mine, Harvey Schwartz, who introduced me to Stanley Black 6 years ago. You remember Harvey Stanley, right? I started to develop a relationship with Stanley. After a few weeks, he invited me to his home. And I remember in front of Stanley and Joyce, I came with my wife Esther, and we posted the mezuzah in their home. I was actually just in their home a few weeks ago. Stanley, you should live and be well till 120.
Yeah.
As the relationship evolved, Stanley says, Rabbi, you're a nice kid. I want to help you out. Come into my office. I said, you don't have to ask me twice.
Yeah.
He said, when are you available? I said, I'll make time. He said, 6 years ago was the first time I'm standing in Stanley's office in Beverly Hills. I'm in front of his desk. He's writing a check out to the Chai Center. He looks up and he asks, what's the name of your temple? I said, we're the Chai Center. He says, where's the Chai Center? And I started to explain the Chai Center is a virtual center. We do venues, we do functions. And he gave me the check and he said, this is for your temple. After a few more weeks and a few more encounters, I've started to zest strong really what the Chai Center is about, and that we are beyond brick and mortar, and that people in the community who are writing $18 checks, $1,000 checks, $50,000 checks, it's not to buy a brick in a building, it's not for a plaque, but it's to service thousands of people in the community.
Yeah.
And Stanley got it. That it's possible to have a Jewish organization that is not a temple, it's not membership-based, and that we are not competing for the same 10,000 children with the hundreds of other Jewish organizations, and we're not competing with the other institutions for the same 200,000 people that attend the high holiday service, but we're looking for the majority of our people. And that's the way it all started, Stanley, 6 years ago. And I thank you, and I thank your wife, Joyce, for making it possible for the Chai Center functioning in all its glory for the past few years. And I thank your children, and I became friends also with your grandchild, Zach, as well. So I thank your entire family, and thanks for being our partner. Thank you. I'd like to conclude with thanking our veteran Chai Center friends for indulging us, sustaining the Chai Center, growing the Chai Center. We are here today 25 years later because of all of you. I see many people in this room tonight who were guests years ago at a Chai Center banquet, and tonight they have their own table inviting guests of their own. So thank you very much. And I thank, of course, all of our new friends here tonight. Thank you for opening up. Thank you for attending and for learning a little bit about the Chai Center and who we are, and please enjoy the evening. Without further ado, it's my pleasure to introduce a good friend of mine, a tremendous friend of the Chai Center, and a good friend of the Black family. Ladies and gentlemen, David Suissa.